Alright, this is not a serious what-if scenario. I am just having a little fun with ChatGPT, and I had it answer the question of what if Goku were a United States senator? What kind of senator would he be? And I think it's pretty spot on. It basically says that he would miss committee meetings a lot because he's fighting or in training somewhere, which is pretty on brand for Goku. It says that he would push for martial arts legislation and increase defense funding, wanting to replace the military with Z fighters, which, after you saw what Nappa did to the Air Force in the Saiyan saga, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think that's a very good decision. He says that he would propose Saiyan-friendly agriculture subsidies for rice, meat, and senzu beans. Again, pretty on brand for Goku. He is very irresponsible with money, so I do agree that he would be economically indifferent towards how the economy goes. As far as foreign policy, ChatGPT thinks that Goku would settle disputes with duels instead of negotiations, which I actually think that would actually be a lot better than what we have now, instead of sending young men to die in wars started by old men who will never live to see the consequences of what they do. And if you think about it, that's kind of what Elon Musk tried to do with Putin in the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, so pretty interesting there. As far as speeches are concerned, he would basically intimidate his political opponents by powering up, which I think is actually pretty effective. I mean, it's basically like having a riot or a messy protest, but without anyone getting hurt. So, again, pretty interesting. Let me know what you think about that. He would accidentally destroy government property fighting Vegeta. So here I think is actually a very good point. Saiyans don't do well in confined spaces, so they would probably have to rebuild the United States Capitol in order to make room for him and all of his aura or whatever power he's putting out. So you might get multi-trillion-dollar contracts for, I don't know, maybe a Kachin-based Senate building. That would be interesting. But his weakness is he could be bribed with food. Imagine if you have nefarious corporations or nefarious government officials out there, or lobbyists, who just bring him food and he votes for whatever stupid bill. So that would be the downside of having a Saiyan in politics. Anyway, let's see, he would forget that he's running election for re-election and have Chi-Chi run it. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. And then him punching asteroids away from Earth, honestly, his approval rating would stay in the stratosphere. He would stay widely popular for saving people. Vote for Goku or fight him. I think that it wouldn't say that. I think it would be something like vote for Goku or fight with him. That's what it probably would be, because he likes to put himself as the savior of Earth. That his campaign speech would basically be clips from when he said to Frieza, "I am the light in the darkness, ally to good, nightmare to you," before beating up Frieza. For those of you who remember Toonami and how that was used as the ad for Toonami, I think that would make a lot of nostalgia. I think millennial voters and Gen Z voters would vote for Goku overwhelmingly. He might lose the boomer vote, but that's about it. He would keep every younger generation and win elections by landslides. Let's see. Yeah, he's a diplomatic nightmare and might accidentally challenge the president to a sparring match. Now that would be something, wouldn't it? Now, I think that this is a pretty spot on, so I decided to go further. And I decided to ask what he would have done in 2024 and what party he would have joined. And it basically, ChatGPT's answer is that he'd be apolitical, which is, again, pretty accurate. You never really see Goku do anything that has political leanings to it. So again, I was just stretching it here with a bit of a thought experiment for those of you who are even into this kind of thing. And it says here that because he likes self-reliance and strength, he would be slightly libertarian, but then he'd be also green because he likes nature and animals, which again, even Gohan's like that. That must be a Saiyan thing, but you never really see Vegeta appreciating animals. So, who knows? So he would not vote in 2024 because he would forget that the election's happening, and he would have tried to write in Vegeta. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. He would look at, also since Vegeta was the prince of the whole planet, Vegeta actually has political experience. Well, before he got taken as a slave by Frieza. So the royal Saiyan family is a political family, so maybe Vegeta should have run for president. So yeah, now I tried to get it to draw Goku, but ChatGPT's content filter doesn't allow you to draw copyrighted characters, so I told it to draw a dark-haired, super muscular Japanese man with a strong jaw, slightly less Asian-looking eyes, messy hair, and a business suit. And, I gave it the color scheme of Goku. And I told him to wear a pin on his lapel that has the American flag and another one with a 4-star Dragon Ball. And I told it about the wristbands. And it wasn't able to do that because it knows that it's Goku. See there? So I made a workaround. I said, redo the request, removing the Dragon Ball. And it worked. So this is what Goku would look like as a United States Senator. Let me know what you think in the comments below.